What's going on, YouTube? My name is Skilled87. In today's video, we're going to talk about a little bit the Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn patch 2.1, which has been titled A Realm Awoken. It is one of these updates that is so large in scale that I'm downloading the update right now. It is over 3 gigabytes. It's crazy, and I'm really excited for this because I cannot wait to come back to Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. I had taken a break from the game to play other games, play my PlayStation 4 a bit, and I would just log on and do my weekly mythology tome runs, which that too is about to take a bit more of my time because the cap has been raised from 300 to 450. Now there is a lot to talk about this patch, so much to talk about that I really just don't feel like talking about everything within this patch. I'm just gonna go over a couple of things that I feel should be highlighted, and I will leave a link to a channel that I like to follow. I like to listen to his videos. I may not agree with everything this person has to say, but this guy always brings updates in a timely fashion. And that player is Mr. Happy, a very popular Final Fantasy XIV player. And I like the guy a lot. I don't agree with everything he says, but whatever. So, with patch 2.1, which is titled A Realm Reborn, comes so many additions to the game that breathe so much life into this game, and it definitely needed it. We got plenty of main scenario quests now. We got more to conquer. We have more side quests. We have the addition of the Crystal Tower, which is an alliance style dungeon of 3 parties that you can go to with auto matchmaking or your own custom party. You can tackle this successfully, I believe it's once a week. And what I'm really interested in is it's here to stay. Like, they will keep updating this tower with legendary, iconic Final Fantasy monsters for us to fucking annihilate. So I can't wait. Crystal Tower is going to be bananas. I've been looking forward to this 18-man, dungeon raid. Housing is being implemented. Now, I've never been crazy about housing. I probably never will. But a lot of free companies are very excited for housing. One of the big things about housing, besides it being extremely overpriced at the moment, you're basically getting to say that you own a piece of land in the server. Like you walk into a Mardana or some shit like that, and if you have a house within that area, I'm not really sure. I didn't read too much about housing. Maybe that's not how it actually works. But you still own a piece of the fucking server, and as time progresses, they might add or implement concepts to improve your free company with the bigger, the bigger, badder your house is, the more shit that's in your house, the more your free company benefits from it. I'm not really too sure about that, but a lot of people are excited for it. My free company leaders and officers and members are very excited for housing. I've always been very like, meh, whatever, it's a fucking house. I'm not gonna log online and go into a house. Like, I just want to like kill shit, but whatever. PvP Arena, I'm really excited for this. This is something I'm really looking forward to because it looks like they added and tried to make it so that you can actually play this game and only play PvP. Now, obviously, you don't just turn the game on Guild Wars 2 style and go into PvP. I believe one of the requirements into PvP is to have a job level 50. So once you get that out the way, once you beat story mode, basically, you can start doing PvP. Within PvP, you're going to have gear that's specific for PvP, skills specific and catered for PvP, gear and skills that you can only acquire based on your grand company for PvP, and of course a ranking system and currency for PvP also. So that right there is great. That I'm looking forward to it. Now PvP seems deeper than I initially thought. It wasn't like it was like, what was it, Ballista in XI, and it was just like you go in, if you're the best geared, you won. If you're a monk, you won. Hopefully it's not going to be the same with XIV PvP. We're having more dungeons. Okay, I'm looking forward to this new dungeon, the Pharos Sirius. Why so serious? It's supposed to be harder than Amdaper's Keep, implementing new dungeon mechanics such as traps, and the final boss, of course, being Cyrene with her humongous tits. Whoa, damn. More, different trials with the addition of Good King Mugomag. Can't wait for that. Magomag? Good King Magomag. Can't wait for that. It's confirmed that the difficulty of this boss is harder than hard mode Garuda, but easier than hard mode Titan. So like right in between. So with the addition of these dungeons and mobs, there's a hard mode. Excuse me. There's hard mode dungeons, extreme mode primals, the Roulette Duty Finder, which is a really cool way. It's like the Roulette Duty Finder, I feel, is this game's mentor system where you take a chance. you do, you spin the fucking wheel basically, go into a random dungeon as something you are needed as, and if you successfully complete this dungeon in a timely fashion and or whatever, you get big time rewards. Mainly being more, more ways to earn philosophy tomes, mythology tomes. So I'm looking forward to that. So then you're gonna have people joining your group in the Duty Finder that actually want you. They want to win because they'll get something more out of it. You'll get your win and they'll get something more. So there'll be this incentive to actually get it done and not rage quit. Rage quitters also have to suffer no longer a 15-minute penalty. Now it's 30 minutes. So you're gonna really think about rage quitting now. Let me see. Another thing, a couple things I want to talk about with especially the limit break. One of the problems with XI is too many jobs outshine other jobs in XI. Right? Who remembers that? My hair is disgusting. What happened? Oh my god. So too many jobs outshine other jobs in XI. And that would make it so other jobs would never have fun. Like i.e. Dragoon. Dragoon at one point just really sucked in XI. So with this, they're doing with this limit break change, besides the obvious buff that Warriors, Dragoon, and Monk are getting, they're getting amazing buffs, by the way. The limit break is changing depending on who's in the party. So if you're the kind of person that you like to party with certain types of jobs, you're actually going to gimp your party. If you have a job of 8 different jobs, your limit break goes from 1 to 3 at a faster rate. For every clone job you have, your limit break slows down. Suck it, Trebek. I actually like that. I like that a lot. I would love having a party. I love when I go to, when I do primals, you have a party, I have the 1 paladin, the 1 warrior, the 1 scholar, the 1 white mage, the 4 different types of DPS. Variety is a spice of life. I don't want to do an event where I have like 4 fucking black mages, 2 paladins, and 2 fucking white mages. It's so boring. That's boring to me. It's OP and it's boring. So I like how they changed that. Like I said, we're done. They're adding the Barber, the Aesthetician? What the fuck? The little thing about this barbershop guy, it's pretty exciting. It only costs 2K to change your hairstyle to and from. If you actually beat the Lightning Returns quest, which is a promo for the upcoming Lightning Returns game, it comes back in February, by the way. If you beat it, you have access to 2 special hairstyles, a Lightning haircut and a Snow Violets haircut. That's pretty badass. So, there's a lot to talk about. There's too much. I barely have any time to talk about half this patch. I can't even talk about a quarter of this fucking patch in one video. Just know that they're adding the housing, the PvP, the Crystal Tower, so much. In the video description below, I'm going to leave you a couple links. In the video description below, you're going to see a link to the 2.1 trailer, which is over 10 minutes long, of fucking win. And I'm going to leave you the patch notes, which is quite the read. Okay, you got crazy buffs and debuffs. Warrior, Dragoon, and Monk got buffed. Paladin got buffed. White Mage got a semi-debuff and a buff. Bard got a semi-debuff. Actually, no, Bard was balanced. Black Mage was like, I guess it was like the buff and balance at the same time. Summoner just got put in its place. Like, Summoner was just like, pfft. Summoner was extremely overpowered prior to this patch. A lot of people cry about Summoner, how they're gimping it. They're not gimping it. They're actually just trying to balance it out. Summoners were completely doing ridiculous DPS to mobs. Also, another reason that they gimp Summoner, because Summoner is basically the red mage of XI, of XIV. They've changed the way notorious monsters receive debuffs now. At one point, it was only 30 debuffs on a boss at one time. Now there can be as much as 60. You won't see all 60 debuffs, but now there can be 60 debuffs on a mob at one time. So, yes, I kind of saw Summoner debuff happening, because now, imagine you have 60, okay, of the 60 debuffs on a mob, 20 of them are from 20 for Summoners. That'll be a little ridiculous. So there is some balancing going on with Summoner. Is Summoner still powerful as fuck? Yeah, Summoner is still powerful as fuck. But it's now more in line, because a lot of people who play Summoner didn't play other jobs, because there was no other reason to play other jobs. Summoner was just ridiculous. Summoner was just ridiculous. Bard changed a bit, but Bard was changed, I feel, to be more balanced with PvP. Warrior just got the update it's been needing, because Warrior was just... I love my Warrior, but it needed that buff. It got a nice buff. It's been buffed all around. Cannot fucking wait. Dragoon and Monk have been increased buff-wise, about, I'd say 10% for both jobs. Like, the DPS is much better and more reliable now. Even Paladin got a buff. Like, Paladin has better cover and better enmity. Like I said, there's so much to talk about. But just take this video, be excited. You can download 2.1 right now as you're watching this video. I'm doing it right now. So check the video description below for several links. And yeah, catch you guys in the world of fucking Final Fantasy 14. Like I said, my name is Ismael Mercado in game, Excalibur server, free company of Vandals Rejects. Holla at me, see me in game, and deuces.